Today we got a live arena champion showcase, more or less, of a champion who is one of Raid's more known as worst legendary champions, okay? Not necessarily the worst legendary, but he's not one of the, highly renowned legendary champions, and that is Elegaius. So Elegaius, if you go over here to the Hell Hades website, he is ranked at a 2.5 overall. Now, these rankings are pretty accurate in my opinion. However, it's not best to, look at a ranking, overall ranking, and say, hey, this champion's rated 2.5, they're terrible in the arena, because that's not necessarily the case. However, if you come down here to the key areas, you can see arena is a 3-star. So he's better than his overall rating in the arena. But as far as a champion who's, you pull him and you're super happy about, typically not the case. But today, I want to see if we can make a case for Elegaius being used in the arena. Now, the reason why I want to do this is because I actually, a while back, was, doing some live arena, came across an Elegaius, and I thought, what the heck is this player doing? Is his brain having problems or something? Like, why would you pick Elegaius? And then I lost. And then I felt absolutely terrible because I'm like, how'd the Elegaius just absolutely run through my team? He was using Elegaius, I think Mighty Uko, maybe even another debuff champion, and basically just locked me out. I could not do anything whatsoever. I was stunned. I was ability or skill cooldowns locked out. It was just a bad situation overall. So now I figure, hey, let's see if we can make Elegaius work. He is actually a pretty solid champion, and I think he does bring more to the table than what is initially thought of, okay? So we're going to see how this plays out. This is a fast team. They have a Baron. They're going to go fast. They're going to mess me up. This Baron's going to quite possibly one-shot me, honestly, which kind of makes me want to just ban the Baron. But I also want to ban the Warlord. Can the Baron one-shot me? Yeah, he definitely can. I can't have that happen, though. I hate banning. I hate not banning the Warlord. Like, I really hate not banning the Warlord. But to be honest, that Baron can just one-shot through my champions. Like, I don't have anybody with crazy high HP. I don't have my Duchess. If I had my Duchess, that'd be fine. Ban the Warlord. But I have shields, which Baron ignores. The Rotos could still get his turn. He could pop off and solo everybody. But let's be honest. This is not a Rotos showcase. That's not my goal today, at least. My goal is to show you guys a very interesting champion, Elegaius, and hopefully make him look pretty good as well. That's the goal. I don't really want to make my Rotos look better because everybody already knows Rotos is a pretty crazy champion. So there we go. He's protected now. We have Elegaius. He's actually got some pretty low cooldowns on his abilities. So hopefully the Warlord lockout doesn't really mean that big of a deal to him. Even if he's about to die, he saves himself, heals himself, places a shield on himself, which you may get to see in a minute. But there we go. Block actives. Block actives. He's just putting it everywhere. He does have several pieces of revenge accessories, so he's going to be blocking a lot of active skills. If he would have got an extra turn. Doesn't matter, though. All right, on to the next one. All right, now we're on to the last two picks, guys. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. It's very much appreciated. What we have going on here, though, is a lot of speed champions, a whole lot of speed champions, increased accuracy stuff, as well as a Georgian. Now, who is the most worrisome champion for me at this point? Honestly, I kind of expect a Rotos to come out. I don't want to go so hard into the Rotos expectation that I put UDK in there yet, though. So we're going to do a Necrit. Now, Rotos would be the best pick for me because Rotos carries me in a lot of content. However, for the sake of the video, I'm not going to use Rotos, so that definitely deserves a like. But instead of Rotos, we're going to go ahead and use, I guess, Ragash. Why not? They have no block debuffs, so Ragash is going to work fantastic. Honestly, I'm thinking I'm going to ban the Georgian because right now, the Arbiter is not going to kill me. The Lysandra may kill my patience, but she's not going to kill me. And then the Lady Kimmy, she's not going to do anything to me significant either. Okay, so now we got a few different pretty awful options. We have a Baron as well as a Georgian. So now I'm thinking more so, hey, let's ban the Arbiter. At this point, the Baron can go through my shields. The Georgian's going to do that stuff. Maybe we resist something. Level 55 Lysandra. He just pulled her. He's like, I got to use this Lysandra. She's such a good champion. We're going to go ahead and try her out. If the Baron does not kill my Hellcath, we're solid. If Hellcath gets a turn before the Baron or the Georgian both go, we're solid. Hellcath's in stone skin gear, so we may be okay. They have no lockouts. If we can get a turn, if we can cut in, we should be fine. However, Lysandra, I don't know. It depends. It depends on if they're faster than 300 speed. My Uko is 300, 300-ish. So with the aura, he's going to be a little bit above that. The Lady Kimmy does get a turn, though. Kind of expected that. Hopefully she boosts their turn meter and doesn't decrease mine. Oh, well, Lyssandra's going to decrease turn meter. Okay, well, and there goes the Hellcath. That is not looking good so far, and Baron, go ahead and kill everybody. Oh, he killed everybody. But if you don't have champions like Duchess in your team, if you don't have champions who can, just survive through that big initial nuke, or champions who can, outspeed them, you're going to be in a bad spot. I'm also very confused as why I'm facing players so low in level. Level 92, the previous was like level 95. They're pretty high up, I guess, 1822 for the level. But let's go Duchess this time, okay? Duchess plus Elegaius. We're going to see how this plays out. All right, so the very last pick here, we got a bomb champion picked on their team. So Arbiter obviously is going to be very valuable. Hopefully Nishak just doesn't kill me. I can go a Rhodos, which obviously is going to be the crutch champion. I kind of want to do that just to see how this actually turns out. If he doesn't ban Siphi, Rhodos is going to be fine. I have to ban Warlord. I have no other option but to ban him. The Duchess, okay, there we go. Of course he's not going to ban. Of course he doesn't ban anybody else. The Siphi is the best one because she's going to cleanse as well as place the increased defense. So the bombs could possibly kill me. I do have some pretty big shields, some very big shields. I don't see Tunisia in the arena very much, so I'm interested in seeing what she does. She's going to stun, I guess, place the burns. Maybe Elegaius could get a turn. Oh, that's not great. Okay, so Elegaius has a turn now. So we could either do one of two things. We could do the AoE, which has a chance of decreasing turn meter as well as removing buffs, or the A2, which would block out active skills. I think we do the A3. Take away some turn meter, strip some buffs, and now they have no increased attack. They don't get a turn, and now we take a turn and hopefully start eliminating some of these enemies. So we'll go ahead and A2 on the Kymar, drop him, and the Elegaius made this match much easier. Now, who knows if he would actually one-shot me with the Nishak. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Didn't do a ton of damage. Doesn't have increased attack anymore, so there we go. That match, relatively quick. Level 92 player, though, so GG's to him. We just blocked out the skills on the sheep. Next match. All right, so Taras plus Pythion, as well as Mithrala and Harima. I was wondering why this level 96 player was 2,100 points. The Taras Harima alone explain exactly that. So, what are we going to do here? We have Force Affinity champions. Honestly, Rogash is looking like a very juicy pick, so we're going to go Rogash. Now, the next champs I want to go, honestly, I think I want to go Siphi. Siphi's going to give increased defense, benefiting two champions. She's probably going to, she may get banned, though. I guess we'll see soon enough. But overall, I think she's a pretty solid pick. Elegaius should be faster, should be able to lock out the skills of the Taras, making him not a huge threat. Mithrala can cleanse, so obviously we got to be mindful of that. Am I worried about the increased attack? No. Am I worried about the increased turn meter? Barely. I don't really want the Pythion to be there, honestly. But the Harima could be more of a threat. Is she? I don't know if she actually will be. The Pythion can cleanse, but so can the Mithrala. Mithrala will do increased defense as well as increased attack. So maybe she's the most intimidating champion. Maybe. So, oh, yeah, Mithrala was definitely the best ban. I completely forgot. When you go against Mithrala and you have Hellcath, Mithrala is a terrible option. Like, you do not want her in the team because the Hex will ruin your day. Completely. So, yes, definitely the best ban I could have done there. Now, here with Elegaius, can we get lucky and not have the fear proc? Boom. Lockout of skills. Was he the best one to lock out skills for? I don't know. But is the one who I wanted to lock out the skills of for sure. We don't need the Veil, honestly. We'll save that for a little bit later. There's no reason to Veil when there's no real reason to be protected right now. So we'll just go ahead and skip that. After the block damage wears off, then I'll start using the Veil. Then I'll start using the stuff, to help me survive a little bit longer. The Harima, doing nothing. Hellcath, also doing nothing to the Harima. Arbiter, obviously reducing the cooldown of the duration of those block damages. But the Taras is only going to be able to do the A1 ability. So, hey, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that amount of damage. We're going to try to do some damage to Harima. Rogash versus Harima is a very, very solid option. Here, this is just a turn meter decrease, as well as a strip. So we'll see how that works out. Boom. Now they have no block debuffs. Now they have no damage mitigation from the Pythion, basically. We'll maybe drop the Arbiter. Not quite, but very close. Now we can Veil. So now everybody has the block damage off. So now we can use the Veil, reduce a little bit more of the damage. The Taras should be pretty far from using a turn still. We could even block his active skills. He does have polymorph, so that could be risky. Let's see who has polymorph. So polymorph only on the Taras. So maybe we just block actives on the Harima. Or just kill the Arbiter. Yeah, let's just kill the Arbiter. That seems like the best play to make. So now he reses, and then Ragash can just A2. Stun everybody. Boom. Maybe stun everybody, but not quite. Pretty close though. Honestly, that actually worked out very well. Taras, is he still using his A1 ability? It's like having a Warlord when you don't even have a Warlord. And the best part about that is that you lock out the skills, and it's not something that can be cleansed from Pythion, right? So we're just going to do the same thing again. Boom. Taras. He's taken out of the equation. Like, he can't do anything now. All he can use is his A1 ability, which still hits hard, but he can't use his actual abilities that would make me be worried. And by the time he gets around to him, we're back to our A2 ability as well. So now Ragash can go ahead, kill Pythion. Should be GG. Let's see. Hellcath dropped him down a little bit. We can lock out Pythion's skills as well. But we should be able to kill him. Okay. Very close. Boom. Drop him. So now it's just Taras, another A1 ability. There we go. He can't do anything else. So building Elegaius fast, good accuracy. I have mine in bolster set, but that's not needed. I'll show you guys all the builds after this, but I think that's the build to go with him. All right, so now we're on to the very last pick. He could ban my Elegaius, which would shut me down kind of from dealing with the Hellcath. But honestly, I think I'm just going to go Rotos pick. I didn't pick him in the last few matches. We're going to pick him here. Honestly, I think I just ban the Necrit, and then I can deal with literally anybody else they have. My Elegaius is going to be fast. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. My Elegaius is going to be faster than their Hellcath. Almost guarantee it. Elva can cleanse. Not a huge deal. I can save Elegaius' A2 for after Hellcath. Actually, no. The A3 is going to work the best. So the A3 is going to remove the buffs. The A2 is going to be able to lock out their skills. Whose skills am I most worried about? Probably Taras. Honestly. I guess, right? I mean, wait, the heck? That's not what I wanted to do. It's not what I wanted to do at all, actually. I guess I didn't click the A2 ability. That actually sucks. Because now he can obviously use his block damage. Right? I don't even know what happened there, honestly. That was super strange. So, oh, I guess I used A2 on Hellcath when I clicked Taras. I don't know what's going on there. All right, so either way, we're going to go ahead and use this A3. Maybe strip the Stone Skin. We did. Perfect. And Taras is stunned. He's not waking up from that anytime soon. We're going to go ahead and, I guess, drop him. Possibly. Very close. Place block active skills on. Okay. Decrease the turn meter. And there we go. He left. So, Elegaius definitely did really good. He prevented the Hellcath from doing anything significant. Actually worked out great. The other play was maybe the longer play, the one I planned on doing. The clicking the locking out the skills on the A2 ability onto the Taras. Taras is the one who I was most worried about, but that ended up working out perfectly fine. Obviously, once Elegaius gets a turn, once he goes, as long as you're locking out a champion who's very crucial in their overall team functioning, it's going to be difficult for them to do anything. All right, my last two picks, they have a Warlord, Trunda, Arbiter, and Duchess. The Warlord's obviously getting the ban here. I'm considering bringing in my Valkyrie, but she's not really built correctly, honestly. They could pick a Rotos, which could be nasty. The Trunda's, I'd be kind of surprised if she gets boosted enough to go before my Elegaius. She may, though. She definitely could have that happen. Or could have that happen. We do have two bolster sets. The Uko could come in and strip. He's going to be pretty fast. So we'll bring him. And then we'll bring in... I kind of want to do Rotos. I'm going to do Rotos this time. I did him last time as well. He got banned. This may encourage a... no UDK pick. They can't do UDK. Because if he does that, then guess what? They only have one nuker. Unless, of course, it is a Arbiter or Duchess nuke, which I kind of doubt it. There we go. Harima. Okay. That's to be expected. An Uko ban. That's the best one. Obviously, Uko's going to strip their stuff. They don't want their decreased attack to be stripped. However, little do they know that Elegaius also has a strip. He can also remove 2 buffs. Do they have any polymorphs? They do not. Elegaius, you forgot your turn, buddy. As long as he does not get stunned, we may be okay. He did not get stunned. There we go. So now we can strip 2 buffs, decrease the turn meter. Did we strip any buffs from anybody? I'm not for sure, but Rotos gets to come in here. Didn't actually kill her. Wow. I'm actually very surprised. Oh, that's not good. That is really not good, actually. Got the provoke again. It's not good. It's not good at all. Trenda, you gonna kill her? Don't kill her. Don't kill her. All right, well, GG's to him. My Rotos didn't pop off. Rotos, oh, duh. I know why. It's because the Harima was there. So I should have used the A2 ability. That would have allowed me to actually kill a Duchess. That was the mistake I made. All right, so coming up on the last pick here. Basically, they're going a team counterattacking probably with Eric's. Yeah, so Valkyrie. Exactly what I expected, but we're just going to ban the Uko. So now we're going to have block damage. They're probably banning the UDK. We're going to have block damage and hopefully be able to ignore a lot of that stuff. However, we do have a champion that can prevent their whole counterattack strategy, and that is Elegaius. So Elegaius can prevent that counterattack shenanigans from happening. We can also decrease the turn meter. We've got a lot of different options we can do here, basically. We're going to put Hellcath in the lead for that polymorph action. As long as I go first, which I should, we probably are going to be okay. If I lock out, who is the most impactful champion? It's probably going to be the Valkyrie, because she's going to do the counterattack. We can actually reduce the cooldowns, though. So this A3 ability has a chance of removing 2 random buffs. Also chance to decrease in turn meter by 20% and a further 10% for each buff removed. So we could block on the Valkyrie. Or I could do the Rotos. Actually, let's do the Rotos. Because Valkyrie's going to cycle through her stuff super quick. He has no ability now to get the counterattack. He can't use his A3. He could get extra turns on his A1. That may not be the best idea, but I'm curious as to how that actually works. Because now we can try to strip the counterattack. I'm not really worried about counterattack just yet either. So I don't know. This is gonna be an interesting way this team actually plays out. Hellcath ignores the shield stuff, so cool. I don't really want to do the stun, honestly, just yet. Because if I do the stun, then they're not going to be attacking me. And I want them to attack me. Like, the Rotos is going to have to do 2 extra turns in order to get through to me, right? He has no counterattack stuff as it is, so there we go. Boom, boom. Hellcath places the weaken. Very nice. Now, the Marichka, I think, already cleansed. I think that's part of her. No, she didn't cleanse yet. Now she cleansed. But now we can go ahead and use this A3, remove the buffs. We got the buffs removed on a lot of the champions. Very cool. We're blocking all the damage anyways. So now we can just... let's place weaken onto the Marichka possibly. Do they have polymorph? They do have polymorph on Marichka. Here soon, we don't have to worry about those polymorph shenanigans any longer because polymorph, it'll be a thing of the past. Now, I kind of forgot we had UDK sitting over here. Like he's just hiding basically. But basically, he's going to be perma block damage because Hellcath is really fast. UDK is really slow. So he's always going to have block damage more or less. Let's do it on the Rotos again. Let's just, okay, we didn't do it on the Rotos. The A2 should kill a lot of them. Unfortunately, didn't really matter because the Marichka just reses anyways. Gaius actually did great. Went ahead and shut down the Rotos, the main threat, which to be honest, with UDK there and the block damage from the Hellcath, I'm not really sure what threats were really there, to be honest, because UDK is always going to be activating the block damage, always going to have Stone Skin. He could never do any damage to me. So we had a pretty big advantage, I think, against that team. All right, so we got a Mithrala Mortu, Harima. I'm interested in our last pick, maybe a UDK, probably a UDK, honestly. I went ahead and picked Rotos again. I've been trying not to use him a ton, but I figure, hey, they got a Mortu. I want to kill him fast, so we're going to go Rotos. Elegaius is going to probably do pretty well. And then, as you know by now, every time they pick Harima, Pythion, I go Rigash. Honestly, I think Rigash is like the best option into Harima and Pythion. Very good Spirit Affinity nuker. Doesn't really care about UDK that much, to be honest. Like, he is what it is. It doesn't really matter. I kind of want to get rid of Mithrala because the Hex is going to be annoying. They're probably going to ban my Duchess or my Necrit. Probably the Duchess. Yeah. Okay. That's exactly what I expected. So here, the biggest threat is going to be the Harima, of course. So we're going to put Necrit in the lead. A chance to prevent the fear stuff. With that said, or chance to prevent, them casting debuffs so we can actually polymorph them. So we're going to take a little while. It's probably going to be 2 sets of stone skin on the UDK. It's going to be a little while before we can actually kill him. We do have some great AoE options. We can possibly strip some buffs with Elegaius' A3. We can't do anything else, honestly. That's the best chance I have at success here, I think, is using the A3, hoping to not proc more to. Unfortunately, we didn't get the buffs off the one champion who I really wanted them off of, but we do get to use the A2 and possibly stun him. So let's go ahead and do that. Why not? Oh, well, there goes Harima. The best counter to Harima. Like I said, that is Rigash. Once that UDK gets a turn, it's gonna be downhill from there. So now we can try to hit the. Let's actually go for the Python. I know for sure the A2 ability can kill the Harima again, so we'll try to save that till then. Luckily, we got no provokes placed. We do have the heal mastery on Necro. Whenever they heal, we get some heals. So the Python basically just healed me a little bit more, which is pretty cool. And then here, it's really just waiting for the UDK, waiting for him to get his turn, so we can finally just bust through his shield and then go through. Rhodos is not the best pick. Obviously, there's a UDK. Rhodos is going to struggle. But now we can actually start working through this stuff. With that said, perfect. The Mortu has a turn. Definitely going to use his A2. Has no accuracy. Also to be expected. Maybe stun on the Python. We did not get a stun on the Python, unfortunately. Okay. So here, we can maybe strip some buffs. We got a sheep on us. All right. Can we kill the UDK? We did. Sweet. No weak hit on the Python? Beautiful. There we go. All right. So GG's there. Even though we did get sheeped, I didn't even know he had polymorph on the team. Who had polymorph? Okay. He has a lot of polymorph. All right. So this is a pretty funny team. So they have obviously wailed hard. They have Leoris's. They have a team setup that honestly I'm kind of I usually don't bring my Ray in, but I'm going to bring her in this time. Like, I'm going to ban the Siphi, of course. The Leos are not going to be faster than my champions. The Tarat, okay, the ban my Uko, to be expected. But now I have strips from Ray. I have the stuns from Rigash, which isn't really going to matter. But I can lock out the Taras, so he's not going to do much. Or I can lock out the Lydia if I really wanted to. But I can't imagine they're faster. Like, this person has spent a lot of money, obviously. +4 Leo. He's pulled 5, 6, 7 copies of Leoris. Obviously going to come with the A2 ability here. Don't expect anything different. But now I can be like, okay, who do I want to shut down? Who do I want to not use their abilities, okay? Well, I don't want any of them to use their abilities, honestly. Or do I just want to reduce all their turn meters and strip some of their buffs? That could be a great option as well. I think reducing the turn meter is the best way to go. Because now I can actually get a turn. We can go with this A2. It may start to kill some people. They have no polymorphs anywhere. Wow, that actually did no damage. That is crazy. We didn't strip the unkillable either. How do they have so much damage mitigation? That is actually wild. Wait. Did the Leors kill me? That was like, just skip the animation completely? What the heck happened there? So the Leo did kill me. The Taras did a decent amount of damage. The Leo was the one who killed me. I was not at all expecting that team to actually win. I went Ray. I was like, okay, she's definitely going to be able to strip. Not freeze, but strip. She usually does the damage and then strips, so the unkillable. I guess the freeze versus Leors didn't really work. Wow. That was definitely a misstep, okay? So here we go. Let's see how these matches went. So we have one loss here, one loss there. And then I forget which ones are in this video, 30 minutes. Well, the video's been going for 39 minutes, so I guess down to here, so 34 minutes. So right here, we had one loss, 2 losses, 3 losses. So in general, I think we did pretty good with Elegaius. My current win rate, I'm curious, is 60%. It's okay. But Elegaius is a champion. As far as, is he viable in the arena? Is he viable in general? I don't think we got to use a ton, we don't think we did a great showcase of him just now. Unfortunately, a lot of times he wasn't really able to be shown to his best of his ability. There were some matches where he definitely clutched it. He definitely did great. But a lot of them, if he wasn't there, it may have still went fine. He is a champion, though, who is like a sneaky pick. You pick him, they don't expect him to be actually decent. He has a bolster set, so you know you can get that in. He's pretty fast, so you can probably get a lockout. And if you can definitely mess up their team, ruin their entire strategy, and have a pretty good success rate. As far as his stats go, I made him great HP, decent defense, wasn't so worried about that. He's in bolster set, so as much HP as I could get. I gave him good speed. Honestly, 300 plus speed would be ideal, but I got bolster, so I'm not worried about pushing it to a crazy high number. If you use a champion like Arbiter, a champion like Siphi, a turn meter boosting champion very often, then definitely you don't need this much speed. You can go lower speeds, it's gonna be perfectly fine. As far as his accuracy, I'd rather that be 500 plus. He's gonna get resisted at the 447 number he has, but it's okay, not a huge deal. I do have revenge stuff on him because his A1 ability is very, very good. A chance of placing block active skill debuff for 1 turn. The chance increases by 0.75% for every 1% of his HP lost. So very good chance to actually place the block active skills. His A2 puts the target skills on cooldown. So if it's a 4-turn cooldown, he puts it on the 4-turn cooldown, just like Warlord, but it's a single target. Also, if there's duplicates of that champion on the enemy team, so they have like 2 Taras, it's going to put both the Tarasa skills on cooldown. So, and it also places the block buffs, which is very, very nice. And then the A3 has a chance of removing 2 random buffs, also a chance of decreasing all enemies' turn meters by 20% and an additional 10% for each removed buff. This ability isn't a massive turn meter decrease, but it's kind of nice that it's a turn meter decrease in a way and a strip. So it's kind of a mix of both, not a full strip, chance of removing 2 buffs. So it is nice overall. And then his passive prevents this champion's death and keeps him alive on 1 HP when hit by a fatal hit. If this skill prevents this champion's death, heals them by 30% of their max HP, fills their turn meter by 30%, and places a shield equal to 30% of their max HP for 2 turns. So he's getting a lot of benefit from that. So in general, here's his masteries. Elegaius is actually a decent champion. A few of these I definitely should have won. I just didn't though. 29 million player power. Okay. Huge player power. 5.7, 16.4, 9, 6, 8. Huge ranges in player power. That is wild. So 29 down to like 5. Either way, guys, thank you all very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one.